Hey, Paul Akers here. I want to go over all the different ways you can cover screw holes. You know, 20 years ago I came up with the FastCap, and I want to show you some of the different ways you can make it happen really easily. So let's start off with the most traditional way. You have a drywall screw, traditionally it's black, and then you have a cap like this. This was the original cap right there, that little nib in there, and you'd press it into the head of the screw. And sometimes you had to fumble with it, but in this case you could actually see through the cap. It doesn't look very good. It's a bump. You get knocked off when you put shelves in. It didn't work that well. And then this is the thing that really frustrated me, is a lot of times I would drive the screw too deep trying to suck the cabinet up tight, and then you put it in and then it didn't work at all, and then I basically had to put caulking over the top of it. That was a total nightmare. Now a lot of people will use these finish rings right here in a drywall screw, and that looks okay, but you're seeing this big old clunky screw and that doesn't look that good either. So there are a couple different options you can do here for fast caps. You can actually take a black cap, a 3/8 black cap, which is really cool, and you can put it right over the top of that and make it look quite a bit better. Look how nice that looks. Or you can take a brushed aluminum cap and you can put it over the top of these silver ones, and that looks really nice as well. It just finishes the whole thing off. So these are nice little options that FastCap will enhance the whole product. And of course, on this one right here, this was like the godsend for me. I'll never forget the day I put my first FastCap on. I said, oh, that's so easy, and it looks so much better. The shelf doesn't knock it off. It went on in a second. It took a 30-minute job and turned it into a 5-minute job. That was the brilliant thing about FastCap. Now, when you go to a more of a panhead screw like this, cabinet installation screw, we don't really have a good solution for there. You could use a cap that has a little hinge on it. That's possible. And then there's these washer head screws like that. They're okay. But then I came up with the power head screw, and that is just the ultimate screw in my mind. That thing works so good. So when you do the power head screw, you have a couple options. You can just put it in there like that and get it as flush as you can. You can't always pull it into melamine because it's very, very stiff. And then when you put a cap on, let's take a look at that and you'll see what that looks like. That doesn't look bad, but you have a little bit of a shadow ring along the edge. So that's option one. Option two is you can try to set the screw actually below the surface. I did that here without countersinking it. And then you can put the cap on, and that looks pretty doggone good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty nice, right? And then you can actually use a flush mount drill bit system and set it below the surface perfectly, and then put a FastCap on, and if it doesn't work, you can put another FastCap on. You can stack them up until you get the right depth, or you can just make sure you set the flush mount drill bit system to exactly the right depth. But the best option of all, in my mind, is to take an 18mm cap, which is larger than the 9/16, and just span over the top, set the power head screw below the surface, and you're done. It's so simple and so easy. And I think of all the options when you're using power head screws, that one looks the best, and it mimics exactly what you're doing here with the drywall screw. So there's a couple options that I think will work really well. So there you go, the full lowdown on how to cap all your screws with FastCap products.
So when you want to check out serious innovation, go to fastcap.com. We have great products, from our peel and stick cover caps to our peel and stick edge banding, fast edge, our best fence system, the speed brace, the quick mandrel, the quickie best fence system, the Kaizen foam, the Kiss drill bit system, the magnetic dust door, our amazing 2P10 adhesive, our Pro Carpenter tape measure series, our glue bots, our third hands. We have so many awesome products, the new Polk workbench. Go to fastcap.com and find out where innovation really begins. And make sure you go to our YouTube channel, thousands of videos that you can learn all kinds of things about lean innovations and everything to make you more efficient.
And for the love of carpentry, make sure you share this stuff with everyone. Subscribe. Go to Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Share these great innovations.